Happy Friday. Welcome. My name is Moira. We're going to do a Barre Fusion class. We're going to start by inhaling and blowing it out. Now, all you need is a chair. You can even use the wall. One more nice and deep, and we'll start with our feet wide. You don't even need props. You can use body weight for everything we do. If you have light weights or even grab a set of water bottles, that works too. You want to grab a pillow or a small ball, or you can roll up a towel or even a t-shirt. We're going to start with plie squats, coming up and down. Lift your chin. 5 more. 4, just warming up the body, sending blood to all your major muscles. Now drop down low, extend your arms. We're going to pivot and turn one direction. Keep your wrists in line with your shoulders. See if you can drop a little lower. And pivot and turn. Extend your arms overhead, hinge over to one direction and back to center and other way. Extend your arms out. Now see if you can lift your heels and drop down lower. Let's try it with another pivot turn. Look past your pinky finger, back to center, drop lower. Keep your spine upright and vertical and pivot and turn. Extend your arms overhead and hinge one direction, back to center. And the other way. You're going to lower your heels and lift. Up and down. Warming up the body. Sending blood to all those major muscles. Lift your chin. Now, hold it here. Little pulses down. You want to stack your shoulders over your hips. Your knees track in line with your ankles. Now lower and lift your heels. Now we're going to take it side to side. Lift one heel and then the other. Lift your chin up. And down for 2 counts. Come lower and up less. 4 more, then we're going to grab our weights. And 1. Now, you want to grab light weights. And again, you can do everything without weights. You want to grab anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 pound weights. We're going to try standing on one foot. You can stand on both feet or put one foot in front of the other. So we're going to start by lifting and lowering our weights. Working our medial deltoid. You have over 650 muscles in your body. So we want to start first with our medial deltoids, the middle of your shoulder. Our deltoids tend to be weaker muscles. Relax your shoulders. See if you can make your arms stick straight. Now, see if you can hold the arms up, little lifts. So you want to lift an inch, head lower, up and down. And again, you can do all of these without weights. Or grab even 2 water bottles. Turn your palms up, lift and lower. Now bend your elbows and draw your arms in and out. So you want to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Your upper arms are horizontal. Your forearms are vertical, making 90-degree angles or goalposts. Lift your chin. Now see if you can hold it here. Now draw your elbows behind your back, working into your lats, your largest muscle on your back. Five more. Lift your chin. And 1. Now bring your wrists by your waist. You're going to open and flare your forearms out to the side. Reach for the opposing walls. Isolating your rotator cuff, the muscle that stabilizes the shoulder. See if you can lift your right foot higher. Now draw your elbows all the way back towards the wall behind you. Make the letter L with your arms. Squeeze, hold. Draw your elbows towards each other. Grip. And lift your chin. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together, squeezing your elbows together as though they could touch. Now circle your forearms. Try to outline a golf ball with your knuckles. So slow, controlled movements, and reverse the direction. Now squeeze, hold, lift your chin. And one. Shoulders around. Let's stand now on our other foot. And again, you can always put one foot in front of the other like a tightrope, or you can stand on both feet. But give it a try on one hand. You're going to alternate in 90-degree angles, your elbows slightly wider than shoulder width in an isometric contraction. Lift one and then the other. So it's a small controlled lift, lifting one and then the other arm. And see if you can circle out, outline a tennis ball with your elbows. Really focus on those core muscles. You have 35 core muscles. Hollow out your abs. Open for 2 and back in. Get a nice opening for the chest. Now hold it here, come down for 8. So you want to stay in that contracted position. Draw your elbows and keep them in front of your torso. 4 more, then we'll stay at the bottom. Now hold it here, extend and contract. Come only halfway up, isolating your biceps. Draw your elbows in front of your torso. 5 more. And bend your elbows up for 8. Lift and lower. 4 more. 3. And 1. Shoulders around. All right, we're going to take our feet wide and turn our toes out. Now, you're going to extend your arms wide like you're holding a large serving tray. Your elbows wider than your shoulders, your forearms in front of your torso. You're going to lift your heels, little pulses up and down, lifting your chin. Now, lift your wrist only a ½ inch to the crease in your elbow. Drop lower. And lower your heels. Now turn your palms in. Same thing, hammer curls, lift and lower, lift your chin. Drop lower. 10 more. All the way down. Now lift and lower. Focusing on isolating your biceps. Slow and controlled as you complete a squat for 2. 5 more, starting to warm those legs up before we head to the bar. Turn your palms up, bring them in and out. 5 more. 2 and 1. Shoulders around. Let's place those weights gently down. And let's grab one dumbbell in our hand. You're going to stand with your feet parallel, hips distance. Take one hand high on your thigh and step back with the same leg that has the weight. So you're going to step wide, hinge forward with a flat back or horizontal spine. You're going to squeeze in from left to right. Now, we're working our posterior deltoids, our triceps, and our lats, all weaker muscles on the posterior chain. So you can do all of these without a weight. I grabbed a lighter weight. Drop your shoulders, level them, hollow out your abs, and bend deeper into that front knee. Your front toes should point to the number 12. Your back leg should be wider than your hip for a nice wide stance. Now lift up and squeeze in, up and in. Make the letter L. Now circle Last set, bend and extend. Bring your weight above your hip. Try to fully extend the arm. Reach forward to the crown of your head. Level your shoulders. Keep running through that checklist. 10 more. 5 more, then we'll do it all on the other side. And 1. Bring your back leg up to meet your front. Switch hands with the weight. Circle your arm around for 2. And reverse, shoulders around. Now take the weight in the other hand. I'm going to flip sides. Take your hand high on your thigh. And step back with the same leg as your weight is in your hand. Hinge forward with a flat back. Your front foot points to the number 12. Bend into your front knee. Activate your front quad. Your back leg is on a wide stance, so you have a wide base. You're going to squeeze in towards the midline of your body. Drop your shoulder. Hollow out your abs. Reach forward with the crown of your head. Make it a full body workout by really focusing on those deep transverse abdominis muscles. Now squeeze in, lift up, in. Now circle up and around. Try to really straighten that arm and smooth it out, move with fluidity. All concepts from Pilates. Hold the arm up, bend and extend. Now try to bring the weight above your hip. Reach forward with the crown of your head. Keep focusing on leveling your shoulders. The weight, the arm that has the weight, that shoulder tends to rise. 10 more. And release. Bring your back foot up to meet your front. Take the weight in the other hand and circle and reverse. Take that weight over your head, plug it in tight, get a nice stretch for your upper back, your posterior deltoids, your triceps, and we'll head over to the bar. Now, you can always use a chair as well, or even a wall. We're going to start with one hand on the bar, or you can keep one or both hands overhead. We're going to start by warming up our calves. So you're going to lift and lower in a first position, lift and lower your heels. 4 more, relax your shoulders. Now, see if you can hold it up. Come high onto the balls of your feet. Maybe try closing your eyes. And lower down. All right, we're going to start with our feet in that first position. And again, you can keep your hand on the chair or the bar, or you can keep one or both hands on your waist. Lift your heels high, soften your knees. You want to walk your heels together so they touch. Grip your glutes, tuck under. You're going to come down for 2 counts, down and up. The goal is to come lower and up less, and to lift your heels high. You want to get your legs to that shaky point, mini earthquakes. 5 more. Now, lift your gaze to where the wall and ceiling meet. Now, hold, drop down. We're going to lift up. The focus on the eccentric lengthening of the muscle. Lift your chin. Draw your shoulders down and back. 5 more. Use your hand or hands to remind you to engage your abs. Now, take it down 2. At your bottom point, pulse 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. Down 2, 1, up 2, down 2, 1, 2, up 2, down 2, 2 more, down 2, One more, down 2. Now from your lowest point, you're gonna press back with your knees like you have a rubber band right on top of those thighs. Draw your shoulders down and back. Drop lower. And lift up. Grip your glutes on the lift. Lift your chin. Now take it down 2, press back 2. Second to last set, down 1, 2. Now as you press back, grip your glutes, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop low, take one arm up, maybe the other. Lift your chin, pulse down. 3 sets of 10. Try to come lower each 10. Second set, lift your chin. 10 more. 9 and 10. Nice job. Now grab your ball, or you can just roll up a towel or a t-shirt so that it comes in between your legs, or use a pillow. So again, you always have the option of holding on to the bar. Your feet are parallel, hips distance. Your heels are about 6 inches off the ground. Pull your navel in, grip your glutes, tuck under. See if you can place one or both hands on your waist. Drop to a low point, upright your spine. It's like the back of your skull, the back of your shoulders, the back of your hips, your heels touch an imaginary wall. Squeeze in, you're squeezing and pressing that ball. Drop lower, lift your chin, draw your shoulders down and back. Now, down 2, squeeze 2. There's no up. Down 1, down 2, 3. Try to lift those heels. 6, 8. Now hold here, swing your hips right and left. 1, 2. Lift your chin. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Up squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second set, lift your chin. Now drop low. Swing left and right, or one direction then the other. Lift your heels higher. 4 more. Up squeeze. 10 more. Now drop to your lowest point, extend one or both arms. You can always keep one on the bar. Grip and tuck your glutes. Roll your hips towards your fists. Lift your chin, drop lower, lift your heels higher. 10 more. Now, down 2, tuck 2. As you tuck, squeeze the ball. Try to pop it or bring your inner thighs together. Ten more, second to last set. Now drop to your lowest point, take one arm off, maybe the other, static hold, squeeze the ball, pulse down. 3 sets of 10, relax your shoulders. Second set. 10 more. All right, we're gonna grab our ball and take our feet wide in a wide second position. Now again, you can always just press your palms together, or you can hold a pillow or roll up a towel or t-shirt. You wanna lift your heels high. If you wanna modify, you can always keep your feet flat. Down for 2 and up. Now, squeeze your palms together. 1, lift your elbows up. So if your elbows are here, try to lift them up to chest height. Activate those biceps. 10 more, and again, you can just press your arms together. Now take the ball overhead, press up, Lift your chin.
I'm one of the greatest thing I'm debating on. I'm still educated, I'm mentally medicated. I like I gave love and they ain't debating on me. She told me she loved me.
Now, take the ball down and up. Lift your chin. 5 more. Now, hold the ball at your chest. You're going to pivot to one corner and pulse for 10. Draw your elbow back, working into your obliques. And back to center. Try the other way. Back to center. Let's try it again. And back to center. Other way. Now lower your heels and squeeze. Lift and lower those heels off the ground. Bend the knees as you lift. Ten more. And hold the arms up. Lift up. Second to last set. Hold here. Pulse down. 3 sets of 10. Lift your elbows. Drop lower. And lower down. Now place that ball between your mid-thighs and come high on to the balls of your feet. Your feet are parallel, hips distance. Drop down low, squeeze the ball. Grip your glutes, lift your chin. Round 2 with the ball, lift your heels higher. Now, up squeeze. Up 1, 2, lift your chin. Try lifting those heels higher. 10 more. Now drop to your lowest point and squeeze. Lift those heels higher. It's deja vu with the ball. It's a great way to work those inner thighs, your adductor muscles. It's really hard to isolate those muscles, so the ball serves as a great prop for that. Now lower your heels and squat, just like you did with those feet in that wide second. Lift and lower, bend your knees on the lift. 5 more. 4. Now hold it here. Take one or both arms overhead. Pulse down. Lift your chin. Relax your shoulders. 10 more. And take the ball out. All right, we've got one more set at the bar, and then we're going to come down on to our hands and knees and work our hamstrings and glutes. This is called the low-heeled set, so you make a small pizza slice, or you can call it a piece of pie, whatever it is. Unlike the first position that's wide, this is small, a small V. Your heels only come off the ground about a ½ an inch. So this is high and this is low. You want to keep them low, about a ½ an inch off the ground. Grip your glutes, tuck under. You're going to come down for 2 counts. So this is all about depth. Down 2, your legs may not shake. You're focusing on your quads, the lowest portion of your quad muscle right above the knee. Drop lower. Now you really should feel the burn as you come lower. Upright your spine. 10 more. Press the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Now drop low. Circle your hips in one direction and down. Circle and down. Working into your obliques, your waist. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now lift up, focusing on the eccentric lengthening of the muscle. Come down lower, up less. Now drop low, circle your hips in the other direction and down. Lift your chin. 5 more. And lift up. Try to come down lower, really feel that burn. 10 more, second to last set. Now drop low, extend one arm overhead, maybe the other, static hold. Grip your glutes, tuck under, pulse down. Lift your chin. Drop lower, second set. 10 more. And we're going to come to our mat. Before we do that, let's give our quads a stretch. So you can hold on to the chair or extend one arm overhead. Draw your knee towards your hip, flex your foot, and let's stretch the other quad. All right, coming on to your mat. We're going to come on to all fours and work our hamstrings and our glutes while we focus on core stabilization. So you're going to lift your left leg up and draw it away from your torso, and then extend your opposite arm. So lifting one leg and the opposite arm. You're going to keep your arm still in space. You can always put it down. You're going to lift your leg, lift and lower an inch in range. So it's like you're flipping a light switch with your toes. As you keep your arms still in space, reach forward with the crown of your head. Activate your core. Focus on engaging your abs, drawing your navel away from your shirt, hollowing out your abs, however you want to say it. And circle the leg. And reverse. Now flex the foot, aim your toes down, and lift. You can always put that opposite arm down, but try picking it up when you can and off the ground to challenge yourself. Try to straighten that extended leg. Now point your foot and circle. And reverse. And bend your knee, flex your foot, press up. Last 10. And bring your knee to meet the other. Take it back to a child's pose. Bring your hips to your heels and flip your palms up. We're going to do it in the other side. I'm going to flip around. You're going to extend your opposite arm and leg. So pull your navel in as you lift your arm and leg. Point your foot, and you're going to start by lifting and lowering. Reach forward with the crown of your head. You want your chin off your chest so that your head, your neck, and your spine stay in line. Draw the leg out and away from your torso, so when you look over your shoulder, you should see your foot. It's no longer directly behind your hip, working into your outer glutes, your hamstrings, underutilized muscles. And flex your foot, aim your toes down.
You bring me home.
Second set.
Sweet creature. Running through the garden over nothing but
Try to lift the leg higher. Keep your wrist in line with your shoulder of both your lifted and your extended arm. And point your foot in circle. Get it toward your glute muscles. And reverse. And bend your knee, flex your foot. Last set, press up.
Sweet creature, wherever I go.
10 more.
You bring me home. Sweet creature.
And bring your knee to meet the other. And extend your hips to your heels. And flip your palms up. All right, we're going to come onto our knees. I'm going to stay sideways. You're going to work your quads, one more set of exercises, and then we'll lie face up on our mat. So you're going to stack your shoulders over your hips over your knees, your hands on your waist. You're going to lean back. You should feel it in your quads. It's a great exercise to both strengthen and stretch your quad muscles. Grip your glutes as you lean back. Use your hands to remind you to engage your abs. Now hold here on that diagonal. You're going to grip and tuck your glutes. Now little presses, little punches with your fists. Lift your gaze up to the ceiling, then alternate. Squeeze left and right. Squeeze one glute, then the other as you punch. And just lean back. Lift your chin.
You bring me home.
And take it to your hands and extend your arms long and bring your hips to your heels. All right, we're going to do some ab work and then we'll finish up with some planks and push-ups. So if you have a pillow or a small ball, or you can even again roll up a towel, place it below your navel. You can also place your couple rolled up towels underneath your back. Your hands can come behind your head, elbows behind your ears, or bring your hands in front in prayer. You're going to lift up. You can also lie flat on your mat and bend your knees. Lift your chin. Trying to lift 2 counts. Keep your chin off your chest. Now, see if you can lift higher and then come back. So it's back for 2. Lift your chin. 5 more. 2 and 1. Nice job. Now take the ball out. We're going to bend our knees and you're going to pass the ball hand to hand. And again, if you don't have a ball, you can just tap the tips of your fingers. Lift your chin up. Try to lift higher. You have 33 vertebrae. You want to feel higher off the mat each time. Now extend your legs, and again, you can always push your fingertips together or hold the ball and pulse up 3 sets of 10. You can always put one or both hands behind your head. Lift your chin. 10 more. 8, 9, and 10. Bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side, and extend your arms at shoulder height. cross one knee over the other and drop your knees one direction, and then back to center and drop your knees the other way. And switch the cross of your legs, drop your knees one direction and center and the other way. All right, we're gonna finish up with push-ups and an around the world plank. You can always do push-ups on your hands and knees. You can do them standing at the wall, or you can do them on your hands and toes. We're gonna do 35 single count push-ups and a 10 count hold. So you can do them on your hands and toes, your hands and knees, drawing your toes to your glute, dropping your glutes, lifting your hips, or standing on the wall. Your call, single counts. Ready, and. Sweet breeze up, sweet breeze up. Lift your head. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Second set. Third set. Five more, then a hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, lift your hips, bend your elbows, get those arms to shake like those legs do, and drop to your knees. Melt your chest to the mat in a puppy stretch. Rest your forehead on the ground. Bring your hips to your heels and flip your palms up. All right, our last exercise is an around the world plank. We'll start by facing down. You can do a plank on your elbows and knees, on your hands and knees, on your elbows and toes, lifting your hips, dropping your glutes, or on your hands and toes. We'll start by facing down, 30 seconds in each position. When we come to our side, you can bend both knees and stack them and bend your bottom elbow. You can use your top hand on the ground for more support on your thigh, or reach it up to the sky. You can bend your bottom knee, or you can cross your legs or stack them. You can also use a long arm on the ground for support in any of those four leg positions. So find the position that works for you. Side planks are probably the toughest. We'll start by facing down, grip your glutes, lift your chin. Now throughout the plank, we'll do add-ons. You can choose to do them or pass. The first one is to lift your right leg for a count of 10. And lower your right leg, see if you can lift your left. And grip your glutes, 2 sets of 10. 10 more, then we'll pivot and turn. And pivot and turn. Now lift your hips high. You can stay here, or you can tap the back of your head. Lift your hips. Hold the arm up, circle your wrist, and reverse. Take it back to center. Now you can stay here, bend your knees, 3 sets of 10. Ten more. And pivot and turn. Lift your hips. Maybe tap the back of your head. It just serves as a great distraction. Sweet creature, sweet creature, wherever I go. 10 more. Lift your hips. You bring me home. Sweet creature, sweet creature. Hold the arm up and circle. And reverse. Take it back to center. Now, you can stay here or drop one knee, then the other. Second set. Lift your chin. And hold here, drop to your knees. Bring your hips to your heels. Flip your palms up. And then extend your arms long. Let's do a thread the needle stretch. Take one hand underneath. Rotate, turn your palm up. And switch arms. And come back to a child's pose again. Extend your arms long. You're going to come on to all fours. Lift your opposite arm and leg. And return. And switch. Opposite arm and leg. Reach forward with the crown of your head. And return. We're going to sit up nice and tall with our legs out in front. Extend your arms overhead. Rotate your wrists. Hinge forward with a flat back. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Transfer the stretch to your low back. See if you can grab your knee to your foot. Cradled in like a baby. Maybe take one elbow underneath and the other elbow. Sit up tall. Cross your foot outside your knee and turn your torso. Look to the back corner of the room. And switch legs. Draw your other leg in. And take your elbow underneath your calf and your other arm. Draw that leg in. Sit up tall and cross your foot at your knee. And then turn behind you. Walk your hand further back towards the midline of your body. And back to center. And sitting in a crisscross position, extend your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, hinge one direction, place your opposing hip down, back to center, another way, and interlace your hands behind your back, open up your chest, extend your arms out in front, and inhale, and blow it out. One more, nice and deep, inhale, and give yourselves a great big hand. Thanks for popping on. Have a great rest of your Friday evening. Thanks, Mel. You bring me home.